Hi, it's Jenny. It's time for my book haul for December of 2014. As you might have seen in the thumbnail, there was a hell of a lot to show you. Or rather, I have extremely many books to show you. So I think I'll get started. First out is a review copy that I got from a Swedish publishing company. It's a Swedish translation of an English book, or rather a book in English. I need to check the title, sorry. I'm not prepared for this. Oh crap. Where does that information... Where can I find it? Ah, there. It's this book. It's a strange book actually, because the Swedish translation was published before the English original. This book is called Uppstigandet. In English that is Dove Arising, if I'm not mistaken. The author is Karen Bow. Sorry for not knowing how to pronounce the name. It's the first book in the Dove Chronicles. I don't know how many books there'll be in this series, but yeah. So that was a review copy that I got. When I was on vacation, there was a book, also a review copy that had arrived. When I got home, I found the package, and it's also a book in Swedish, but this one is originally Swedish, and I don't think that they translated into English. It's a review copy from Lava Förlag. It's Låtsas som ingenting by Lena Forsman. If I try to translate this, it should sound something like pretend as if there were nothing, I think. So yeah, this one I actually don't have a clue what it's about, because I haven't requested it or anything like that. It just appeared in my mailbox. Then I have a book that I got through a book swap in a Facebook group that we have here in Sweden. It's called Read and Swap, if you translate it. I swapped Jenny Jägerfeld, a book by Jenny Jägerfeld called Here I Lay Bleeding, or something like that. I know there is a translation in English, but I haven't got a clue what the title of it is. But yeah, the book I got was this one. It's Ursula K. Le Guin, who's the author, and the book is called in English A Wizard of Earthsea. It's the first book in the Earthsea trilogy, I want to say. This, as I said, is the Swedish translation. I love these covers. They came out into 2014 and they're gorgeous. I think the other two is as gorgeous as this. So yeah, a book swap book. Then we have two books that I bought during my vacation on Gran Canaria. I wanted to go to a bookstore or something like that, but we never got the time or felt like going, so I actually found one of the books in a grocery store where they also had other translated books and non-translated books. But I was looking for books by Spanish authors in Spanish, or rather Spanish authors, books by Spanish authors in their original language. that is Spanish, because I know Spanish. So the first one I bought was, as I said, in a grocery store, not far from where our hotel was. It's a book by Maria Dueñas. The book in Spanish is called El tiempo entre costuras. In English the title is The Time in Between. It's a Second World War book, apparently. I saw that when I looked it up on Goodreads when I wanted to check it as to read. It sounded good. It's a very long book. It's 600 something pages, so I have something to put my teeth in, one could say. So The Time in Between by Maria Dueñas. That was the first book I bought. I only bought two. The other one I bought at the airport, actually, at a, not grocery store, but sort of a, we have newspaper, they had newspapers, they had souvenirs and stuff like that. That book is called, the author's name is Julia Navarro. In English, I think you'd say the author's name as Julia Navarro. If you're more familiar with that, I don't know. The title of the book is Dime quién soy, which in English is Tell Me Who I Am. It's also sort of a war book. It starts off rather during the Civil War in Spain, which took place between 1936 and 1939, if I'm not mistaken. And then it's sort of a book where the main character is supposed to puzzle, or rather collect puzzle pieces of him, her life, and then lay the puzzle to find out their family history and stuff like that. It sounded really, really good, and after buying it, I realized it was over 1,000 pages long. It's almost 1,100 pages long, as you can see. But yeah, it sounds really, really interesting. So, Tell Me Who I Am by Julia Navarro. Then I got home, and Christmas happened, and I didn't get any Christmas books on Christmas or stuff like anything book related. At least not on Christmas Eve or day. Instead, I got it later on when I met up with a friend who I yearly exchange Christmas gifts with. But when I got home, I realized that what's it called? My notebook, where I write down what I've read, a bit about the synopsis, a short synopsis, and my thoughts of the book. That notebook was almost falling apart, so I needed a new one. I went to my local, local bookstore. Yay! I supported a independent bookstore for once, and I bought this one. It's a notebook, a rather good size, I think. On the page, front page, or rather on the cover, there is a famous Swedish author. He is one of the classics. It's August Strindberg. He wrote Red Room, among other books, and yeah, here is my start of this book. And I've actually already read one book, so here are my notes on that one. It's blank pages, as you can see, and that's exactly what I wanted. The plus on this is that there is a book string thingy, bookmark strand, which is great because then I know which page I need to write on next. Really love this one so far. Then we went to a low price, what's it called? Low price or low price store, very famous in Sweden, where they had books, or rather they have books, and my plan was not to buy any books, but then I saw that the third part in this trilogy that I owned the two first one in, haven't read them though, but I wanted the whole trilogy so I can marathon it. It is The Key by Mats Strandberg and Sara Bergmark Elfgren. I think you know these a bit at least. The first one is called Circle, the second one is called The Key, no sorry, it's Circle Fire Key. So this is the third part about Engelsfors. So I really wanted this one and I bought it. So yeah, then I met up with my dear friend, and apparently my birthday was in November and we hadn't seen each other since then. So I got a birthday gift from her, and it consisted of two books, which surprised me a lot, I must say. I got Howl's Moving Castle by Diane Wynne Jones. I've heard good things about this one from Reagan at Peruse Project, and she got me interested in this. So it's going to be so much fun reading this, and I got so surprised when she got me this, my friend, that is. The second book I got is a book that have been well talked about around BookTube, and it's Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alurisense. I really want to read this one. I know there is a Swedish translation of this coming out this year in 2015, so even more people can read it then. I haven't read it yet, but I am going to, and I got the bookmark because she bought them from Book Depository. Oh, interesting. The spine was interesting when you took off the dust cover. So yeah, then at the same time we exchanged Christmas gifts, and I got even more book things and books. First out, I actually got a homemade bookmark. It was my dear friend's mother who made this. It's gorgeous, in my opinion. Then there's the books. I got two, and the Book Depository bookmarks as well. The first one I got was Burial Rites by Hannah Kent, also a well-known book on BookTube. Takes place on Iceland, but I think you know this, so I won't be chatting more about that. Then the other book I got, and also the bookmark, was Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, also a book that's been running around BookTube a lot lately. Really interested in reading all these books. So I was a bit forgetful when I filmed my main video for the book haul for December. I forgot that I got 2 ebooks as review copies at the beginning of December, so that's why this little video is inserted into the book haul, and that might be why the lighting and angle and stuff like that has been changed. So yeah, I got 2 ebooks as review copies from a publishing company here in Sweden. The first one is a translation of a English book by Susan Collins. It's the 4th part in the Underland Chronicles, and it's called Gregor and the Marks of Secret. Here it is. I hope you can see it. And the other what's it called, book I got was from the same publishing company here in Sweden, and it is they sort of came out with an information that they were combining a trilogy into one whole book, and they were publishing it as an ebook. So I asked for it as a review copy and they gave it to me. It's this one. It's actually a gorgeous cover. The author's name is Henrik Larsson, and the book is called Blodsarvet Trilogin. If you translate that, that would be Blood Heritage, the trilogy. And it's about 1500 pages long, so I have some reading to do. So yeah, that was it. Back to the ending of the main video. So yeah, that was all the books I had to show you in this book haul for December of 2014. Hopefully there won't be many book hauls coming up, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.